So apparently that owl dropped us off here at our house in the middle of the night, even though it was the day earlier. Come to think of it, that was the last thing I did, and I think it was in the day. Maybe it wasn't. So anyway, this is obviously a new recording session. As of yet, I'm still not, like, introducing each episode. I might in a different style of game, but this one just easier to just go. Honestly, I sometimes find introductions to be a little annoying, because it just takes a lot of time, at least in my opinion. But then I don't mind doing this stuff. You'd think I'd just start recording where I wanted to be, but I thought it most appropriate to start in Link's house, I suppose. I also normally do this as soon as it becomes available, but I kind of forgot about it. What I'm about to do, which is, as you can probably see, or not, go over to the ranch. Let's see if I have it lined up properly. Ah, I just missed it. Just scratching my leg, lossing my hair. I suppose the regular reason why I normally do this first is probably for the heart container. Well, yeah, the heart container and the... Wait, maybe it was... Yeah, just a heart container in the little silo. I think that's what that is. So yeah, I was reviewing the last episode, which incidentally did not get uploaded to BitChute because sometimes that has problems doing things automatically. Sometimes I think I should just not bother with the automatic thing and just upload it to both places at the same time. But, well then I don't think those are as easy to schedule uploads. Like I'd have to do it, well I'd have to upload them but then make them public, manually, and that sounds annoying, but then again I guess it's not any less annoying than them just not going up and having to do it after the fact. Like right now it's rendering on BitChute as I record this. It was supposed to go up on Saturday, but I guess there's going to be two Monday uploads. Alright, I'm gonna have to concentrate on this. Those went off over there. No, okay, so it's this one. And your chicken. Yeah, there it is. Well, that'll be darned. Cowboy. I think he says the exact same dialogue if you press yes or no. Let's see, is that our... Yeah, it's our second bottle. We got the first one from... You know. I don't think there's really any... There's really not a reason to go in here. I mean, there's a couple of rupees. I don't think that there's a Skulltula here at night. Because otherwise, it's just a completely, technically useless room. I mean, there's no use as far as playing the game goes. I mean, maybe for, like, world building isn't quite the right word for it, but, like, yeah, it makes sense they'd have a bedroom. So in that sense, it makes sense, but otherwise, I don't think there's an actual, playing purpose to it. Oh yeah, so since I come here, that's how I usually have more than 10 Skulltulas. I noticed that I only had 9, so I never went into the, oh, I have 14. Well, that must have been, I must be talking about before going into Dodongo's cavern. Yeah, that's right. That's like when you first go into the town. You normally... So you hear the background sound for Epona's song right now. Normally, I think there's either more instruments playing, or you hear her singing, but, let me try that. No, it's the same background. But it sounds pretty nice, even without it. Her singing, that is. I mean, her singing is nice, even though it's, you know, not an actual voice or anything. It's just synthesized to sound kinda like a voice, you know. What the? And then she won't stop following you after that. So this will always push you a certain distance, but then it'll eventually, I don't know, push it to where that happens. I wonder if that happens every time, if it just, she starts running away, or, it seems like in the past, she continued walking, but, you know, it just pushed you to the right angle where she'd just keep going, but that wouldn't be right, because she'd turn around and keep pushing you if she was always going to follow you. So obviously, well, I wouldn't say it's obvious. I mean, other than the fact that you can't do it. But I mean, you can't ride her now. I don't know if that's a function of Link isn't ready because he's a kid, or if, you know, young horses like that shouldn't have a rider even if the rider's a young kid like Link. Did we ever go into the... No, wait, maybe we did. No, we didn't. We went all through that area, but we never actually went into the grave. I wonder if maybe I'll just save that. You know, maybe I will save that for later. First, I need to get the spell, but, it'd be convenient to use it now, but I do tend to like to wait out till, well, now I wish I had made it at night. You don't normally see that cutscene as Adult Link, so maybe I'll do something special and just wait till then. There is something to do in the meantime, however. Something that should take up some time so I'm not just standing around. Because I should go to the fairy fountain over here to get that fire spell so we can at least use it. Okay. Now that I think about it, I'm wondering if I'm going to assume we all know the game well enough that there's no point in me keeping things a secret, but at the same time, oops. But at the same time, what was I gonna say? No point in keeping things a secret, therefore I just talk about it. You know, because to say, oh, we're gonna go do this, because we all know what's gonna happen, because it's not like this is gonna be anyone's first experience with Zelda, and if you're gonna have your first viewing of Ocarina of Time, it's probably not gonna be on this channel. You know, but you're either gonna play it or watch somebody else's, probably. So anyway, then if I say we're gonna go do this, then that kind of defeats the purpose of sewing it. But then if that defeats the purpose of sewing that, doesn't that defeat the purpose of sewing everything? It's like, oh, if we're gonna go do this, then you can just imagine doing it, and then just imagine playing the whole game. I'm probably taking it to an extreme, but you see what I mean. And when I was reviewing the last episode, I also noticed it seemed like my lisp was even worse. Like, I just forget to enunciate properly. Like, I leave a word hanging, like almost every word. Is that pronounced every, even though there's an E in there? Or is it just every? Din's fire. It'd be really nice to use that in an actual fight, but then, like, you forget to. I'm not sure how useful it would be. It seems like it burns things, but it's not especially powerful, relatively speaking. Like, it's just like the equivalent of one sword slash. But anyway. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something before I said that. Guess that ate up a little time. Is he gonna... Okay, he is gonna jump. Sometimes it seems like he's not gonna. Is it there? No? Is it just where the rock is? Oops. I guess it is. It's probably just rupees, though. I'm not very familiar with these particular secrets. That's probably okay, so at least it didn't push us over and let's waste all those rupees. Maybe I'll try walking backwards. I mean, that doesn't seem faster to me. Although I did get away from them pretty quickly. Of course, there you run into the chance of clicking on the sign. So I only heard about the walking backwards kind of recently. I already said this, but I don't really follow speedruns. I remembered what I was going to say, though. So I was saying there's going to be 2 uploads on Monday, and today is Monday. Let's see, how does that relate to anything? Anyway, so yeah, I always record on Monday, but then, like the first episode of the recording session also goes up that Monday, so I have to make sure I get it, early, and I can't do it on Sunday, because I work Sunday. Oh, that one didn't work out so well. I'm not sure if there's another Skulltula somewhere on the fence, or not. So anyway, I really just think it's a little interesting that I record on the same day that I upload the first episode, and then every other episode is, it's set to premiere later. But I still, like, upload them on the same day. They're just scheduled for later. I don't think you actually need to do very much here, because you can just pull that out a little, and then you can still go in. You don't, like, have to push a whole box out of the way. Oh, another whole one. So yeah, that's another reason I traditionally come here as soon as possible, to fill up the heart containers as soon as possible, but then again, that's not so much of an issue anymore. It's not like I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, I replaced the shield in order to show off that you can block the falling rocks by, you know, doing that thing I was talking about with the explosions, because, well, you might have already seen this, but, like, you know, if you have a bomb, I guess I can just sew it here, and maybe even kill that bird. No. Well, anyway, it pushes Link back, whereas if you, are just, anyway, you might have already seen that, but the kind of idea behind that also works for the falling rocks on Death Mountain, which, again, I just showed off. But to me, that was a week ago. So it feels like I'm treading old ground, whereas it's actually pretty recent for if you were, well, unless you're watching on BitChute, and everyone watches on BitChute because my YouTube videos get 0 views, whereas I could get like 10 on BitChute. That's quite interesting. I thought it was up. Oh wait, is that there? No. Oh, is it on the side of the wall? Yeah, there. I don't think they're gonna... Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay, where are we going next? Oh, it would have been nice to have done this earlier, like a bunch of things. But I guess we're gonna go to the Skulltula house, and wasn't there something else? Oh, wait a second. Maybe we should get another... Oh, it's... Also, I meant to be doing the Happy Mask Salesman side quest at the same time as, you know, like... Well, yeah, I could have picked it up while I was in there when I was getting the magic spell, but I forgot about it. And then I would have gotten the skull one and been able to... I mean... As for... I should have done that earlier, a long time ago, but I didn't. So now it's just like... well, this is not an optimal, let's just say that. Even for, like, like, speedrun standards. And I obviously, I just seem like a 100% speedrun, or glitchless, I guess you'd say. Because I'm pretty sure you play this game very differently if you're speedrunning it. And I'm not particularly interested in that kind of thing. Like, if I was to watch a speedrun, it would be glitchless, because I like seeing the actual game, not just the fastest way you can get through it. 10 rupees. Anyway, the fastest way, you know, just going through walls and stuff, because to me that doesn't even look like you're playing the game anymore. And obviously, you know, it's perfectly valid to be interested in doing it that way. I'm just saying, I like seeing the actual game, like how, you know, it's designed. I mean, not so much even the design, but like, it seems like you're not even playing. Oh, how do I put that? Maybe no, I'm not gonna bother with that. Anyway, I think you kind of get what I'm saying. It's like you're, like if you skip the cutscenes, then you're not, like, experiencing the whole game. For me, even if you were going to speedrun, you'd almost kind of want to experience the game. I mean, again, if, like, you're just doing an outright speedrun, that is to say, getting through the game as quickly as possible, including glitches, you know, that's obviously valid. It just isn't my style. Let's just put it at that. May as well let him introduce the idea rather than just going straight into talking to well, maybe he probably says something different if you've never collected a skull till, oh, I just went and skipped it anyway. That's kind of a problem with this game that everyone knows about. I'm not sure if you'd call it a problem, but, you know, pressing B doesn't just, you know, skip the current text and then go straight to the next one. It just goes over the whole thing. So anyway, since I really need to upload this today, I'm going to stop the recording here, which isn't usual. I normally just cut it, you know, cut the whole thing. But this time, I guess I'm just going to do that for every Monday recording if I'm going to record them on Monday. So see you all next time.